Hey, good morning, Patriots. This is Mr. Short. This is the week of September 21st. Okay, this week we're going to be taking the problem-solving process that we learned the first couple weeks of school and how a computer works, the things we've learned last week, and we're going to put those things together, and we're going to start talking about how we use computers to help us solve problems through the problem-solving process. But before we get into this week's modules, I want to make you guys aware. Over here, this is a view of a student view, okay? And this is what you guys see when you log into my class. Over here, you're going to see where it says to do. If you have anything under to do, the to-do list, I'm going to let you go ahead and get those things knocked out this week. I've went back and opened up every module from the beginning of the year to now because I've talked to some students and some parents, and there's been some technical issues that some students have had with their Wi-Fi or with their Chromebooks that hasn't allowed them to complete assignments. So I'm going to go in and open up every module from the beginning of the year to now to give you guys an opportunity to get those complete. So if you see anything showing over here on to do, you go ahead and get those things knocked out, or you can go to click on grades like this, and like right here, this is just a fake student. This is just what a student would look like. This isn't a real student. But you go to your grades, and you're going to have all the assignments listed here. So you're either going to have a score here. It's going to say, if you have a score, it'll say either late or submitted or missing or whatever. But if you have a score here, you're good. If you have missing and you have no score, you need to go ahead and click on that blue link, and you need to go complete that assignment. Okay, so that's how you can find assignments that you are missing. Or, like I said, when you go back to modules, you can go through each individual module and just make sure that you completed those assignments. Okay, so like I said, this is going to be the week of September 21st. Okay, and we're talking about computers and problem solving. So we're kind of putting the things that we've learned so far to we're kind of putting those things together. All right, so the first thing you're going to see is the objectives for this week, computer and problem solving lesson objectives. Students will be able to describe how information can be processed to solve a particular problem. Students can identify the information an app would need to be provided as input in order to produce a given output. And you're going to click Next. All right, and this is something that I had a few students ask me about. You know, I tried to explain how the four parts of a computer worked. So I've got this visual here, and this is kind of a better way for me to explain it. Okay, so here you have your input. These are the things that we talked about that you put into a computer. Typing into a keyboard, speaking into a microphone, using a mouse to click. You use those inputs, and it goes into the computer. Okay, inside the computer, information is stored and processed, okay, and then it's going to provide an output here. And the forms of output we've talked about are things like your screen, your computer screen, your speakers, a printer. Okay, this is just a visual representation for you guys to be able to see what the four parts of a computer actually looks like. Okay. All right, let's go back to my dashboard. Sorry, I need to leave student view for a second. Let's go back in here, and I'm going to go back into that module, and I'm going to show you the rest of the assignments for the week. Okay, so I talked to you about what it looks like. Now I'm going to talk to you about solving everyday problems. This is a video you guys are going to watch. This is a really good TED Talk, and this guy talks about how we use computer science principles to solve everyday problems. I want you to watch that, and then you have a second video here. This is kind of the exact same thing, but what we're getting out of these TED Talk videos is I want you guys to see how people are actually using the problem-solving process that we're learning in class. Okay, using those problem-solving processes through a computer, okay, to solve problems and to make change in the world. These are very good videos that I think you guys will find useful and kind of help kind of give you some examples of what this process looks like. All right, this is kind of a fun activity that I want you guys to do. This is our one graded assignment for the week. This is journal entry number 5. Okay, and I want you to look at this picture right here. Okay, here's it looks like a camera, that this guy's using. Okay, and there's a picture in the camera, and there's something he's taking a picture of. Okay, so in the text box, I want you to answer these two questions. What problem is the software? What problem does this software address? And what role does input, output, processing, and storage play in this app? So when I say this software, I'm talking about the software inside of this camera right here. Okay, whether this is a phone or a tablet, whatever this is right here that's using this software, I want you to look at the two pictures, at the picture on the phone and the actual picture here, and I want you to tell me what software or what problem this software is trying to address, and what roles does input, output, processing, and storage play in this application. Okay, so 5 points. So what you're going to do when you're ready to answer this, you're actually going to click, you're going to have a submit assignment button. You're going to click that blue submit assignment button. Then you're going to type into the text box, and when you type in your answer, then you're going to submit that assignment. Okay, that's you're actually your only graded assignment for the week that you need to get done. Okay, so going back, I want to make sure that you guys understand that I'm opening up every module from the beginning of the year till now. If you noticed, from August 17th, 24th, 31st, August 7th, August 14th, which was last week, and then this week, I've got them all checked over here green, which means they're published for you guys to view. All right, I want you guys to go in and view that, and I want you guys to make sure that you have everything done for the semester so far. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. Feel free to reach out, message me on Canvas, and we'll help you get those problems solved to make sure that you are able to get these assignments completed. All right, but for this week, you've got a couple videos I want you to watch, and then you have a journal entry I would like for you guys to make sure that you get done for this week. Okay, and the idea behind this journal entry, let me go back in here and I'll show it to you. What I'm wanting you to do, and the reason I'm doing this journal entry, because we're getting ready to do something very similar to this next week. You guys are actually going to create an app. You guys are going to propose an app that you would like to see that solves a problem. Okay, so that's what we're going to do next week. So I'm giving you an example this week to kind of get your minds thinking about how we use computers and how we use applications on some of our devices to help us solve some everyday problems. So again, on this assignment, you're going to look, you're going to see what problem, okay, this software right here is solving. Then I want you to tell me, how does input, output, processing, and storage, how does that factor in to this application? Okay, so remember, this week we're talking about taking problem solving that we learned from a couple weeks ago, the parts of a computer, the 4 parts, input, output, processing, and storage, and we're going to see how we use those things together to solve problems. Okay, so it's kind of a culmination of the things we've worked on the first few weeks. Okay, and we're going to get through this week, and next week you guys actually get to get a little creative, and you're going to be able to propose your own application. Okay, and we'll just see how creative you guys can be with some problem solving. All right, so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I hope you guys have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you in class today. Thank you.